Get your the screen. Is it got it? Yeah. We're on the record in cause number 327-810. Case is style of state of Texas versus Ivory Darrell Milton. Is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Milton? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Milton, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Antoine Freeman. Mr. Freeman, how you doing?
I'm good, John. How are you?
I'm doing fine. State is represented by Mr. Daniel Boyd. Mr. Boyd, how you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Freeman, you have an announcement you'd like to make in Mr. Milton's case?
Yes, Your Honor, if we can get a reset, a month or two to work out some details of the plea agreement, I think that we can go forward. I don't want to put on a plea docket just yet.
So you just want still on announcement docket?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so y'all just need to further negotiate or
I think we
something?
can potentially get a restitution issue out of the way, give us enough time to possibly get that resolved.
Okay, oh, you said get it out of the way. Y'all need to figure out what it is or the amount?
We pretty much know what it is. It's just getting it together.
Hold on, you talking about for him to get the money?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Well, how much time do you need?
But, 60 days, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll reset it for 60 restitution. Okay, give us a reset date. Yes,
Yes, ma'am. October 6th.
okay. Okay, Mr. Milton, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
you get your reset. Is this your only case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you'll be free to go as well. You will have a blessed day. Hold on a minute, I need. She don't have our docket. What case do you have?
Your Honor, I have two cases before you this morning. My
Which-
first is Visek Venkat Swaran.
Who?
He's under Zoom as Visek V.
We're in session at cause number 325-818. The case is style of state of Texas versus Visek Venkat Swaran. Mr. Visek Venkat Swaran is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Venkat Swaran, you could take your mic off of mute. There you go. Okay, you got it in the video. All right, you can take your mic off of mute. Okay, how you doing, Mr. Vincent Swaran?
Well, Judge.
That's
How are
good. Ms. Vincent Swaran, you're represented here by Attorney Tom Kelly. Mr. Kelly, how you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor. Thank you. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Kelly, you have an announcement you'd like to make?
Judge, I'm working towards a resolution. I think if you would leave us on your announcement docket, please.
Okay, give us a reset on your announcement. Okay, reset October 6th. Okay,
Yes, Judge.
you can get your reset. Once you get your reset, is this your only case?
I have one case, Your Honor.
Okay, now, Mr. Venkat Swaran, your attorney will be given a copy of your reset. Stay in contact with your attorney. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Tyler Parker.
Yes, Judge. He's present. He's been accepted into pretrial diversion.
Okay, Mr. Parker, would you come forward? Okay, do you, okay, this is cause number 326-300, State of Texas versus Tyler Parker. Mr. Parker, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing, that's fine. Now, Mr. Parker, your attorney stated that you have been accepted in the pretrial diversion program, is that
That's
correct?
correct, Judge. We got notification this week.
When does he sign up?
I
The
believe
next
we're on-
sign up date is the first week in October, I think.
I think we're on that one, Judge.
Okay, so we're gonna set it for the second week of October?
October 18th.
Okay, October 18th. Okay, Mr. Parker, your case has been reset for October 18th. You get your reset from your attorney. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. And Mr. Kelly, this is your last case?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, you'll be free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
You as well, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
You welcome.
Oh, maybe not.
Is Timothy Haynes present?
Yes, Judge. He's present on Zoom, and I'm LaKayla Friday, his attorney.
Okay, is that Mr. Haynes that's is? I think it's-
Bodee.
Okay,
I didn't know how to change my nickname. I'm sorry.
okay, that's fine. Now, Mr. Haynes, we're in session at calls number 322-826, calls number 323-924, calls number 325-164, and calls number 325-166. All four cases are styled the state of Texas versus Timothy Joseph Haynes. Mr. Haynes, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, Judge?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Haynes, you are represented here by Attorney Friday. Ms. Friday, how are you doing?
I'm good, Judge.
Okay, do you have an announcement you'd like to make in Mr. Haynes' case?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Boyd and I are working toward the resolution. He has presented me some offers that I presented to my client, but I do need to review some of the evidence again. So either I need a reset or we can set it for pretrial, whichever one the court will allow.
We could set it for, we can reset it, keep it on the announcement docket, so you can give us an
Okay,
announcement.
I just need about 30 days or less. It doesn't.
Okay, give us, October 6th. Okay, it's gonna be reset to October 6th. Your reset will be sent to you, Ms. Friday, and Mr. Haynes, stay in contact with your attorney. Mr. Haynes, this will conclude your cases. You're free to go. You have a blessed day. And
You too.
oh, thank you. And you are free to go as well, Ms. Friday, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
All right, thank you. You here on Tyra McGinnis?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm,
Tyra McGinnis, would you please come forward? This is cause number 327-756. State of Texas versus Tyra and McGinnis. Or McInnes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, how you doing, Ms. McInnes?
I'm awesome, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ms. McInnes, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Kevin Lane. Mr. Lane, how are you doing?
Fine.
Mr. Lane, you have an announcement you'd like to make in Ms. McInnes' cases?
Well, Your Honor, we have received all the discovery. We reviewed it all several times, actually. We do have a new offer from the state. I guess out of an abundance of caution, I would like to explain that further to Ms. McGinnis. We would ask for another announcement date, or at least, I don't know how that's going to impact her employer. Or either another announcement date or a pretrial date.
Okay, let's put it on a pre-trial date,
October 4th?
October 4th. Okay, and so both cases, cause number 327-756 and cause number 327-758 will be reset until October 4th of 2021. Ms. McInnes. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And
Thank you,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Lane, you have any other cases?
No, Your Honor, that's concluded.
Okay, so you'll be free to go as well once you get your reset.
Thank you.
All right, you have a blessed day as well.
You can sign for me, Mr. Lane.
Okay.
Ms. Mosley, need to see who's here on your docket.
Have two that went next door. They did check in with me though.
Okay, who's on
We have
page one? You have anyone?
Estrada is here. He went next
That's
door to Stevens.
Estrada.
Those gonna be reset, Judge. I'll
What?
look.
That's gonna be reset, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I can't pronounce that B.
Oh, he already did, that's
That's the one that was
Vindicates
on-
Warren, he was on, we just did him on Zoom,
Okay, I was outside Manhattan. Parker is here.
okay. We reset him already, okay.
Okay. Norman? No, that person didn't come in. Cable went next door to Stevens. Joseph is here.
Okay.
Oh, Daniel,
Oh, Daniel, okay.
Milton.
Milton, we reset that one, okay.
Okay. Noel, or Noel, Adams,
Adams,
Soul,
Soul,
Rosas, Rojas,
It's gonna be reset.
Soul is gonna be reset, okay.
Hernandez, and Rito.
And there's a reason. Nice. Okay, that, oh, Rita, I had Rito. You say Hernandez?
Hernandez and Rito.
Okay. Okay,
What was that first guy's name that you had up here? The black guy, the black young guy.
Antoine Freeman,
That's
the
what.
lawyer?
Okay, Martin.
Yeah,
No, no,
he
no.
had
Martin, that was standing up here.
you talking about his client? Yeah, his client name was
Okay,
Milton.
okay, you wanna make sure I marked it off?
Yeah, Mr. Freeman was the attorney.
Yeah,
Okay, I got it. Thank you, babe.
okay.
The reset's ready, so-
Okay, Amanda Noel. Attorney's name.
That was reset. Judge.
That was a reset?
Uh-huh.
Ms. Noel, just stand over there on the X. Your case was reset. See, on the docket. You have a case on the docket?
It's Rosas, Your Honor?
Rosas. Okay,
We were just gonna ask if we could put that on
Okay.
the docket.
Yeah. okay. Chase Rosas, you come forward. Your full name is Chase Aaron Rosas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Rosas?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Rosas, you're represented by Attorney Gordon Freeze. Freeze, how you doing?
You go down, have it.
I'm doing fine. Mr. Freeze, and cause number 329002, what's your announcement?
I do not guilty, Your Honor. We'd ask for this to be placed on the plea docket.
Plea docket? Okay. Could you give us a plea date?
October the 4th.
Okay, it's gonna be reset to October the 4th. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Mr. Freeze, and you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Rosas.
Just a second. Just, okay, Mr. Bush, you got the second. Did you print that? Yeah, well, I might have it.
Yes, is this Felix Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Felix Joseph, would you please come forward? We're in session at clause number 32628, excuse me, clause number 326-826. Case is style of State of Texas versus Felix Robert Joseph. Mr. Joseph, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Joseph?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Joseph. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Don Boudreaux. Mr. Boudreaux, how are you doing? That's good.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay. Mr. Boudreaux, you have an announcement you'd like to make in Mr. Joseph's case?
Well, Your Honor, the state did just sign a dismissal on
Oh.
it, and it's based off the victim signing that affidavit.
Oh, okay. Okay, so. Mr. Joseph, the state has filed a dismissal in your case. I just signed the dismissal and the dismissal is printing off. Once you get a copy of the dismissal, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Boudreaux, this is, you on the case. You'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
You want a copy too? I'll give you this one, it's in there real quick.
We're in session at clause number 329972. Case is style of State of Texas versus Sergio Mateo Hernandez. It's been brought to the court's attention that Mr. Hernandez speaks Spanish, and we have an interpreter to translate. The interpreter is Ms. Jennifer Araji. Ms. Araji, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to interpret Spanish to English and English to Spanish? So help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may put your hand down. Is your full name Sergio Mateo Hernandez?
Su nombre completo es Sergio Mateo Hernandez? Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, how are you doing?
Está preguntando cómo estás. He said, very good.
That's good. Mr. Hernandez, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Walter Windler. Mr. Windler, how are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor, I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. Mr. Windler, do you waive a record?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, the information alleges that on or about March 20th of 2021,
Dice que la convención dice que en el día de 20 de marzo de 21,
that while you were operating a motor vehicle in a public place in Jefferson County, Texas,
¿cómo estás en tu vehículo aquí en Jefferson County?
that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more.
Dice que tenías una ofensa de tomando alcohol de más de how much, 8?
Alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more.
Dice que tenías el alcohol más que 0.1, 5 o más.
Mr. Hernandez, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Está preguntando si entiende lo que está hablando. Yes.
And do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Está preguntando si está culpable o no culpable. Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Así usted solo es culpable. Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Estás diciendo que culpable porque eres culpable. Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, I have before me a document that is titled the Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. It is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Dice que se lo cual es eso lo mismo. Yes.
Now, also on page 1 of this document, there are a set of initials at the bottom of this document next to a paragraph that is titled Citizenship. Are these your initials?
Está preguntando si son sus iniciales que pusiste ahí. Yes.
Now, Mr. Hernandez, the paragraph reads, if you are not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in deportation, exclusion from admission, or denial of naturalization.
Dice que donde pusiste sus iniciales, dice que si usted no es ciudadano, que con su caso no, a veces que no se le puede agarrar ciudadano. ¿Entiendes? Yeah.
And do you understand that?
He said yes.
Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Está preguntando si eres ciudadano. No.
Okay. What
No. Resident.
Okay.
He's a resident.
What country are you from?
¿De cuál país eres? Mexico.
Mexico? Okay. On page 2 of this document, Mr. Hernandez, are these your initials on the line next to a box that's checked guilty?
Está preguntando si eres sus iniciales donde dice culpable. Yes.
And on page 3 of the same document, is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant?
Y también está preguntando si eres su firma ahí arriba. Yes.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, Do you recognize this document?
Dice si le acuerdo de ese documento donde firmas. Yes.
Is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant?
He said yes.
There are two boxes checked at the top of this document. The first box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Dice que los dos cajas que están escribiendo ahí, la primera dice que usted no se puede apelar a ese caso. ¿Sí entiendes? Yes.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Y la segunda caja dice que no se puede apelar a ese caso, que no tiene ningún derecho de hacer eso. Yes.
You have the discovery certification. Mr. Hernandez, I have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Dice que se le acuerda ese documento. Yes.
And is this your signature above the line that's titled Defendant?
Y ese es su firma. Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, prior to signing and initialing these documents that I've just mentioned, did someone go over these documents with you in Spanish and in English?
Estaba hablando de los documentos que tenía en frente de él, que uno se lo explicó todo en español, de inglés. Yes.
Okay, so did you understand everything that was translated to you in Spanish in these documents?
Dice que sí entendí todo lo que le hicieron en español de esos documentos. Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Estaba hablando si todo está verdad.
Okay. Mr. Windler, did anyone explain to Mr. Hernandez the paragraph that's, the paragraph that's titled citizenship, that he can, that if he was not a US citizen on a plea of guilty, can result in deportation, exclusion from admission, or denial of naturalization?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. State, no, okay, now, Mr., State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, Mr. Windler?
No objection.
No objections, State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Windler, you have advised and counseled Mr. Hernandez. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Hernandez, your attorney, Mr. Windler, has advised and counseled you.
Dice que su abogado se enseña todos los documentos.
Are you satisfied with his representation?
Y con usted que está bien el trabajo que hicieron su abogado. Yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Que todo está efectivo con él. Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, I will accept your plea of guilty
Dice que va a aceptar su culpable,
I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial.
que eres competente para estar en frente de él.
I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given.
Que si vos eres culpable, que tú son los que tú deciden que eres culpable.
I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Dice que todo lo que tienes los documentos van a decir que eres culpable y así.
State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
The agreement is for 180 days jail probated over 1 year, no fine, 40 hours community service, DWI education class, drug and alcohol assessment, interlock device, and restitution in the amount of $893.69 to Henrietta Haynes.
Mr. Hernandez, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you'll be on probation for 1 year.
Ok, esta abogacía de que van a dar 180 días de la cárcel, pero no tiene que estar en la cárcel porque le van a estar dando provisión por 1 año.
During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay court costs of $422.
Cuando estás en provisión, tienes que pagar los fines de corte. How much? 422?
Yeah, $422.
$422.
You'll also be required to pay restitution in the amount of $893.69.
También dice que tienes que pagar a la mujer 893, how many cents?
69.
Con 69 centavos entre 2 años.
You will also be required to pay $60 a month for probation fee
También $60 un pago para provisión cada mes
and $15 each month for your analysis fee.
y $15 también para provisión para una examinación de.
You will also be required to pay the Jefferson County DWI education class an evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea.
También tienes que pagar 125 para las clases de education de la corte.
And should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50.
Y si necesitan hacer algo más, van a cobrar $50 para hacer el programa.
Your total amount that you would have to pay each month is $195. Will you be able to pay the $195?
¿Entendiste lo que dije? 195 para cada mes tienes que pagar usted. Okay.
Yes.
She said yes.
Okay. You will be required to perform 40 hours of community service.
También tienes que hacer 40 horas de servicio comunitario.
You will be required to attend the DWI education class.
También tienes que ir a una clase de educación de la alcohol.
You will also be required to have a drug and alcohol assessment.
También van a hacer un examen de droga y alcohol.
You will be required to install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate.
Usted tiene un carro. Tienes que tener una máquina ahí de alcohol. Tienes que pagar para uno para meterle ahí en su vehículo, de cualquier vehículo que estás.
Okay. And the restitution in this case will be, the restitution of $893.69 will be payable to Henrietta Haynes.
Dice que el pago de 893 y vas a pagar a
Henrietta Haynes.
Henrietta Haynes.
And the state will be waiving the fine.
Y no te van a dar no para el estado.
Okay, and you will be required to adhere to all the other terms and condition of this probation.
Y también dijo que tienes que hacer todo lo que dice el policía, tus condiciones y todo.
Do you understand the state's offer?
Si entiendes la oferta del Estado. Yes.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Ahí sí, está preguntando si está justo la oferta del Estado. Yes.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Y no puedes aceptar Yes.
Okay. I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state.
Dice pues que le hace todo lo que estás con el Estado.
Stand on the X next to your attorney and follow the directions of the clerk.
Hey, Mr. Hernandez, can I get your right thumbprint on that blue light, please? Thank you. You can remove your thumb. Mr. Hernandez, can I get your signature on that signature pad? You won't be able to see it, but I will.
No lo vas a poder ver, pero ahí sí.
Mr. Windler, can I get your signature as well? Yes, sir. And Mr. Hernandez, raise your right hand for me. Make sure that you've never before been given deferred adjudication or regular probation for a felony or misdemeanor in this or any other state.
Está preguntando si me tienes prevención en este Estado y otro Estado. Es la primera vez.
And you have no pending charges that you're aware of.
No hay otros casos que usted no sabe.
So you're just gonna report to this address as soon as you leave here.
Como que hay prevención. Porque se puede hacer aquí. Esa es una. Aquí. Aquí tienes una teléfono de persona que le pasa por aquí. Si vas aquí, abajo de la tienda, puedes poner una luz, le vas a limpiar. Aquí dice que le van a hacer una cita.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Hernandez, have a blessed day. And you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Wendler, and you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, sorry, just to let you know, I submitted a dismissal for your.
Haley Henson, I just signed it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome.
Judge, we have one of the guys, O'Daniel.
Yes.
That he was exposed to COVID. I sent him outside,
Oh, you what? Well, you need to,
so.
well, you just gotta leave the courthouse. Ms. Carrazzo, you represent Ms. O'Daniel, Mr. O'Daniel?
Yes, sir. I'd like to just bring to the court's attention really quick that he contacted, he is here.
Well, I
He's
know that,
outside.
yeah, but I
Um,
think his case needed to be reset if he said he was exposed.
Yes.
Okay, get your reset, and, he'll be free to go, y'all be free to go,
Thank you.
okay.
Daniel? Yes, okay. Thank you.
I told you this is okay.
Mr. West, your client is, in jail, is that correct?
It looks like he's out on bond, is what it says on the docket sheet, I believe, Your Honor. It's got some.
You talking about Justin McCain?
Yeah.
He has jail on my docket sheet.
Oh, okay.
What docket sheet?
I was looking off his sheet. I'm like, the show he's in jail?
I mean, it's been printed since the sixth, so let me check.
Oh,
Oh, never mind, then. He's in jail, I'm sorry.
Well, I
Yes.
can check it.
hold on, she'll check it, okay.
But we're trying to figure out what's going on with the felony case. He's got 3 felonies pending.
Yeah, see that.
Yeah, 3 felonies pending, and then.
They set the date too,
Yeah.
in Judge,
So
West.
I'm trying to find out what's going on there.
But this is her jail run, so he has to be in jail because
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. That's why the door's not open.
he said it was reset to 9/20.
Okay. Well, then.
Yeah.
Oh, with his felony, okay,
Okay.
yeah, so his you could get your reset, his
Let's
felony
just
gonna
reset
be,
it then.
yeah, his misdemeanor gonna be reset as well.
What we were trying to look up,
Yeah, the felony, yeah, was reset,
I'm sure whatever happens to the felony is gonna resolve this case.
yes.
So I'm not the attorney on that. Yeah, at least.
McCain?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll call,